What's up, guys? DK. We are back to the breakdown of my speed run of Persona 5 Royal. Alright, so last time we defeated Shido, and at this point I'm gonna go ahead and skip to 1220 when I start taking the test because there really isn't anything going on that's important up to that point. Alright, as you see here, I'm gonna get all of these right. You want to make sure that at this point you have rank 5 knowledge. The reason why we want rank 5 knowledge is because when you ace this test, you would get an accessory from Shojiro called Boss Undies. Yes, Boss Undies. I don't want to imagine what that is, but unfortunately, we're gonna be putting them on. The Boss Undie gives you the endurability, and you're probably wondering why don't we just get it from a persona instead of getting rank 5 knowledge. There are two reasons for this. The first reason is because when you're speedrunning, the fastest way to end the day is simply by studying in LeBlanc. So you're gonna have rank 5 knowledge anyway, so might as well get it, right? And the second reason is because in order to get endure through personas, we have to do like one extra fusion. And although that doesn't sound like much, I try to do it as least amount of fusions as I possibly can because as I said before, fusion actions are very bad. Alright, so 1222, if you haven't bought all of your items that you saw me buy in the last episode, by this point make sure you do that. Alright, so this is very important. You don't necessarily have to do this on this day, but there's no reason to wait any other day. We're gonna go home first. As I said, once you ace the test, make sure you talk to Shojiro here.
Yo. Oh.
To get Boss Undies. Now, unfortunately, even though this information is in big, bold, bright letters on my speedrunning guide for those of you who are gonna try this, some of you are going to forget to do this because you're in a hurry. And also, some of you might not have rank 5 knowledge or whatever. So, I did indeed include a fusion as a backup plan for this, and we'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Anyway, after that, now we're gonna go to the wash house, and we're gonna wash those armors that we got from the colleagues. Washing this gives you very strong female armor that gives you resistance to fire. The one we really want is the one that reduces fire by a lot, which is this one. If you get the one that slightly reduces fire, don't worry because that'll still be more than enough to get the job done. So yeah, don't worry about resetting and stuff like that. Alright, so now that we've done that, we're going to get more cutscenes and head down to Mementos. So let's go ahead and skip to that now. Let's see. Here we go. This is exactly where I need to be. And as you see, Futaba doing some work again. Okay, now I don't have any notes for this on my quick guide, but there's really only one thing that two things that matter here. For starters, these are items here. Make sure you grab each and every single one that you come across. I'm sorry. There's like 3 or 4 things that you want to do here. My bad. And I'm saying make sure you grab each and every single one of these because you want to do this so that we can make Hypno Mist later in the third term. We're also gonna make a few limelights in the third term, but that won't be until we come back from the new Mementos because unfortunately, these last 2 areas on a regular day doesn't give us the items required to make more limelights. While you're down here, you might find yourself getting chased by shadows and running into a dead end. If you see that you aren't gonna be able to escape, you should have some smoke screens left over. If you have any Hypno Mist left over, try to save at least one of them. Try to save that. See, Futaba doing some work. Try to save at least, unless you're really good at dodging. Try to save 1 Hypno Mist and 1 smoke screen. you really shouldn't have to use all of them because avoiding shadows is not that difficult in this game. And most of them from this red area will simply run from you. But when you get to the last area, when you got those level 60 shadow stuff, yeah, they will chase you, unfortunately. So make sure you're getting every item, and also make sure you're getting all those flower orbs too. We want about 400, and I say about 450 flower orbs. So let me go ahead and skip down to the bottom. No point in showing all this. Oh, one other thing. We want 13 stamps. I say at least 13 stamps. If you're not sure, it's about time, collect as many as you want. But you definitely want at least 13. Okay, I think it's around, yeah, I haven't gotten 400 points yet, so I'm going to do it very soon. Alright, so by the time you come to the next rest area in this, you should be close to 400 points or 450 points. So I just go ahead and let this play out until we get there. It's a real shame that we're done with the item shop and we're done shopping, because the loot down here is worth so much money. Plus, you're gonna get even more money from fighting bosses. So you would probably have like 500,000 yen to burn, but we're not gonna spend on anything.
I have something.
Anyways, I was saying, by the time you get down here, you should be able to run into Jose. I don't think I'm going to talk to him yet because I need 450 points. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. So once you've gotten 400 points, we want to buy this. The blue jealousy seed. Make sure this is the one that you buy. Combine that with the 2 will seeds we got in Size Palace. And then we get the best will seed in the game. I will talk to Jose later to get my rewards, since I gotta talk to him again to do one little minor thing. You know, honestly, you probably don't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway because, you know, I want to make absolutely sure I get atomic flare in the time that matters to make sure that there's no bad damage rolls when I get to the final boss and stuff like that. And to make sure that I can sponge a few more hits from Yaldabaoth and stuff.
I should write something.
I should write something. So I would say save at this save point, just in case Jose doesn't appear, but he should. So this is where I normally hunt for Jose, because at this point I usually have the amount of points I need. Futaba skipped a lot of floors, as you saw, and I have just the amount of points I need to buy everything I need. I'm still collecting loot, as you see.
Joker, there's a chest.
I have a free lockpick. I don't know why I didn't open those locked chests. I might have gotten something really good. Oh well. I'm wondering if locked chest has power charge items or mind charge items. That'd be good. Oh well. There's our little egghead friend. And Futaba doing some work. Alright.
They saw us. Seriously?
Seriously?
Well, let's erase them.
Ann's voice actor has been doing a playthrough of Persona 5 Royal on Twitch. She's actually very cool. And she's very gorgeous too. She kind of looks like Ann, to be honest. I hope I can see her in person and get an autograph one day. Alright guys, so what I did there was, for those of you who don't know this, you can actually use those orb points to reset your Mementos modifications. So what I did was I removed my item bonuses and replaced them with experience points bonuses. You need 10 stamps to get 20% more experience points. And you're probably asking why we're doing this. I'll show you in a minute. After that, I use my remaining 3 points to get 2 more items. I also got my real prize, the accessory. The Will Seed accessory that we collected here allows us to have mind charge at the start of the battle. That's actually very important for this route. See, now I only got 3 items, but that should be enough to make sure that I get what I need in the next Mementos section. But I'm gonna reset it again anyway, just to be safe. Okay, so why did we get our experience points bonus when we're not fighting anything in Mementos? Here's the thing. There's a rather unique and very useful glitch in this game. When you enter this section of the depths, simply go back to this room right here. This counts as being back in Mementos. Now go back. When you do this, your experience points bonuses will carry over on this level and the next level, Cleatport, where you fight the angels. This means you would get bonus experience points from all of the sub bosses here, as well as the angels in the Cleatport and the Holy Grail. Now, because experience point scaling is a thing, it's only gonna make me like 3 levels stronger for Yaldabaoth. But it would definitely make your allies stronger, a lot more stronger than it normally would be for that fight. The main reason why I'm doing this is to make absolutely sure that Makoto learns Atomic Flare in time for the final boss, without me having to do any extra fights and stuff like that. Alright, so as you see there, I removed all my party members, and I'm gonna lead with either Gin, Mikalo, or Kusanuma. I don't think it really matters. And I'm just gonna rush until they kill themselves. Alright, so let me show you if I can pause in time. See that? Bonus. You normally only get this in Mementos, but if you do what I did, it would carry over to the depths and Cleatport, and that's actually kind of broken. Because there's a red shadow in the depths that you can farm very often. And he actually gives you quite a lot of experience points, and he's actually very easy to kill. Just something I'll tell you for casual players.
That looks useful. Well done.
It's not useful, it sucks. Well, it would have been useful if I had gotten it earlier in the game from Madarame, but not well. You know, why don't the allies learn their elemental walls? And also, why the hell doesn't Yusuke learn Ice Break? Arn learns Fire Break, Ryuji gets Electric Break, Morgana gets Wind Break, Makoto gets Nuke Break, Haru gets Side Break, but Yusuke doesn't get Ice Break. Why? I guess they wanted to make it absolutely sure that you find some way to use Jack Frost, since he's the SMT mascot apparently. Alright, so you see I'm adding Makoto back into the party. Surprisingly, these puzzles are exactly the same as they were in Memento in the original game. There's practically no change to the depths, except for slightly different layout in one room, and the fact that we have to use our grapple hook at the end of it. Other than that, it's the exact same level, exactly the same. Some of the bosses have changed too, but you know, it's the same level. But we have Stealth Dash now. So we don't need to be careful. All we gotta do is just simply run by the bastards. Like this. Okay, notice that I added Makoto back to the party. I'm getting ready to use her. Now this room is kind of hard to shadow dodge because sometimes I have a hard time jumping down those things. Just gonna do this right there. You have to get there in a timely manner in order to shadow dodge. Otherwise, just toss a Hypno Missile or a Smoke Screen or something. I'm assuming everybody knows the fast way to pass these puzzles, but most of you are probably casual players, so I guess I'll show all this instead of skipping to the end. Alright, this room can be kind of tricky too because unfortunately this first guard right here, that guard is random. I don't know where he's going to be. I have to see him and quickly react to him. Sometimes I toss a smoke screen here just to get past that one guard. So I ain't got to wait for him and stuff like that. I can't remember if I already changed Makoto's equipment. This is one of the few times I changed her equipment. I don't necessarily have to do it, but I don't like missing either. Alright, so down here, we're gonna run into our old friends again, these evil, sleazy bastards. And then we're gonna get chased again, of course. Now, correction, guys. This next area is indeed a lot more different than it was in the vanilla game. The layout. So yeah, I need to show this. All right, it starts out the same as it did in vanilla, but then it gets a lot more different. Just gonna go this way right here, and this is where things gets a lot more different, but it's also a lot shorter. Just gonna go this way and jump down here, and there's the door. There's a few items over there on the right, but they're useless. Alright, you're gonna jump down here. We're gonna fight this boss. And I don't know if I did it. Yeah, okay, I'm doing it now. I think no, I already did it. Okay, so I changed Makoto's accessory. I'm giving her the Skanda belt, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I have to make absolutely sure that I don't miss these guys. They're weak to nuclear attacks, so I could use a nuke cracker to make sure I don't miss. Unfortunately, a nuke cracker only does 50 damage, and if you get bad damage rolling, they might live with like 5 HP and 50 HP and stuff like that. So it's happened to me before, and then you start getting one-shotted by Inferno. We don't want that. So since I'm already going to buy the Skanda belt anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Makoto and hope that that prevents missing. And also, if you haven't done so by now, make absolutely sure that Joker has that on mind charge. That's on the ring of Envy or something like that. Make sure that Joker has that on. All right, so this fight is very, very simple. Makoto should go first. My friendly, knock them both down, their asses. Now we're going to defend. Alright, so they have a fixed turn order. They will always focus their Mahaman strategy on Makoto first, as far as I know. That's why we're defending. Now we're going to have Gabriel, not Valkyrie, Gabriel, use Marakunda on both of them. Now we're going to Rafael again. Baton pass to MC. Baton pass, not showtime, baby. Quick switch to Titania. And Rafael. You're already mind charged. So it looks like if I'd have used the nuke cracker, they might have lived there. So.
All right, level up.
Hey, see, you're getting a lot of experience points here. I don't think An's gonna use that, but I'm giving it to her just in case. And now she finally gets my friend. And we're probably only gonna use that like twice. One shot kill. You don't need this, but it looks cool.
Cool. I'll give it a try.
All right, and now I just solved this puzzle. It's exactly the same as it was before. All right, as you saw there, I changed my leader back to Gabriel. And now I'm gonna give Makoto back her nuke amp accessory. So this is her equipment until we get to the final boss. And in all honesty, I really should give her one of the Kali armors to make sure that she has high defense. I should do that, but I'm taking a risk that I don't get bad RNG from. Why is this still on the screen? I'm taking the risk that I don't get bad RNG from Yaldabaoth, so I ain't gotta keep switching her armor around and stuff. Anyways, I said this puzzle is exactly the same as it was before in the original game.
Is there a safe room nearby?
Just watch out for this guard right here.
Find one.
Again, as you keep playing this game, you will learn how to quickly dodge all these shadows and how all that stuff works. It looks really hard right now, but once you get used to it, you'll see how easy it really is. Okay, so here we're gonna have a forced ambush battle, kind of. In the original game, this was two Nebroses and Belial, and we would use Daishojo to kill them, or Melchizedek. I use Daishojo. In this game, they changed it to 3 Dominions. Okay, a magnet coil. Remember this? Yeah, I got one left, and this is where I finally use it. They're weak to thunder, unfortunately for them.
Using this.
Knock down all 3 of them.
Clean.
Time pass to MC.
Like how bad for you.
Switch to Black Rider, and send them to hell. Yeah. Look at those experience points.
I leveled up.
A new move? Congratulations.
Hell yeah! A new move!
Alright, Mature College for Ryuji. Make sure you get that. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't, so it's kind of autopilot. Yusuke is done for the rest of the run, sadly. Because he is a powerhouse. Alright, now, if you're really good at dodging, you don't necessarily need a Heat No Miss for this room. But as I was saying, this was a really good run for me, and I didn't want to take any chances, so I'm going to go ahead and use one here.
Take this!
Because this room is completely flooded with shadows, and the enemies down here are very dangerous. Things like Thor, Lilith, and stuff like that. Baal, Mara, really, really dangerous shadows down here, so I wasn't going to take any chances since I had a spare smoke screen left. Not smoke screen, but Heat No Miss. As long as I have one Heat No Miss for the 3rd term, I'm good. And I've got 2 smoke screens, so yeah, that won't be a problem. But yeah, these puzzles are exactly the same as they were in the vanilla games, but I guess I'll go ahead and show them. I was trying to see if I could crouch on that wall there, but I couldn't, so I had to shadow dodge him instead. Yeah, I kind of did something on the fly there, but I really shouldn't have did that. I should have just went ahead and do what I normally do, but oh well. And by the way, guys, I'm well aware that Makoto has been doing most of the work. You can probably change this up a little bit if you want to, since Yusuke is also a powerhouse. But you know, Makoto has Defense Master. She's already really, really fast. She has nuke skills for technical damage, and she has Mind Charge. So I don't know why you would use anyone else. Plus, it's just really, really fucking hard. Alright, you gotta be just a little careful here for this first guard. Alright. Right here. You see that bastard right there? This guard does not move from that spot until you open this door. You want to wait for him to walk forward, then you simply shadow dodge him. Like that, yeah. He won't move until you open that door, which is kind of a dick move, but oh well. Be careful when you jump down here, don't get ambushed. Right, run this way, and then go that way, and then we're done. They changed the positions of those shadows from the original game, because in the original game, all we had to do was just walk forward, and then you would dodge them every time, so they tried to throw a fast one on us, but oh well. Ugh. Muscles aching, back near breaking, eggs and bacon, what I need. Boss man howling, keep on pounding for your bed and feed. That's how I feel every morning I work overnight, in all honesty. My back is really hurting right now, all that fucking work I did yesterday. Alright, so at this point, as long as Makoto is in your party, it really doesn't matter who your two other party members are for this next battle. Well, you kind of want to use An because she has debilitate. Your third party member doesn't matter. I'm gonna bring Haru, of course, because as I said, from this point forward, for the most part, it's a waifu fest. Except for Holy Grail, Yaldabaoth, and Skathach, and the forced fights with pancakes later on. Alright, so make sure you double check your equipment. I don't think I did it here. Yeah, I'm doing it now. I'm double checking my equipment. As you see, I'm still using the Zen armor. Yeah, you really don't need strong armor for the MC until I get the cert, because you know he's practically unkillable. Ring of Envoy, Pepper Knife, and I know for a fact that An and Haru are equipped, because once I give An and Haru their equipment early in the game, it never changes, so I ain't got to worry about them. I made sure that I lead with Gear McCall, so I have Defense Master and Attack Master, stuff like that. And let's go. Holy Grail.
This is...
The fixed battle, the one that's unwinnable. I really hate unwinnable fights, because sometimes I can actually deplete all of their HP, and they only win because the game automatically leaves them with a 1 hit point. It would be so nice if it glitched out, because you actually managed to kill him, and then you go straight to Yaldabaoth. That'd be like a huge skip if that happens. All right, so make sure you debilitate him to stop him from one-shotting anybody. Nice Futaba. Alright, so we're just gonna do Fred down with Titania here. Gonna rush with the other two. And have Makoto use Fred down because she concentrated too. And that should be more than enough to trigger the second fight. I just did one-shot kill because it looks cool. Oh, the Holy Grail will perish, my friend. Alright, so for the second fight here, I don't know the exact amount. It's either 400 or 450. So you need to do that much damage to trigger the next healing phase. Alright, so he's gonna do his laser shot, and if it hits An or Haru, they'll die. And it's attacking me, so I'll be fine. I got Defense Master, which is why you want this. So I'm just gonna have everybody rush and have Haru do a one-shot kill. That's enough damage to push it over. If An or Haru dies, just have the MC use Freddyne, and you might have to have Makoto use Freddyne too. But since everybody's alive, I can just rush them to death. Haru's out of HP, unfortunately, so I'm gonna cast Fred down myself and just rush with everybody else. That machine, let it last for all eternity. Man, the people in this game are just such pussies. No wonder why everybody walks all over you.
Time for a beatdown. I'll use my persona.
I'll just switch it turns. I want Makoto to do it this time. I was just having some fun here. I said stop, you fuckers, and stuff like that. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and skip to Clearport because we have a lot of cutscenes here. Then you got the fixed lolly battle that can't be won or lost. Make sure you choose the right option with Igor. I'm pretty sure you know what that is. And let's head for Clearport. Come on now, I gotta show the armor. At least I skipped the major spoiler part, but well, you're gonna see it anyway. I mean, everybody knows this game by now. It doesn't matter. Everybody knows the plot of this game. Seriously. I mean, I really don't like putting spoilers without a warning, but if you don't know the plot of this game right now and you don't want to be spoiled, why the fuck are you here? Seriously. All right, so Clearport time. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I forgot. I have to mute the game audio because Life Will Change is playing, and we already know the story about that. The fuck who copyrights it? So we're gonna play our own music, of course. I think that's good. All right, let's continue, guys. All right, so we're gonna get this. The Vest of Life. This is gonna be On's armor until we get to the final boss. So let's go ahead and put it on right now. I'll give that to On. This is basically a life jacket on steroids. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna give. What am I doing? Okay, I'm gonna give Ryuji the armor that On had, the immovable shirt, and he already has the weakened R and the weakened plight, as you see. It's finally time to break out Ryuji, almost. All right, so right here I gave. I did it again. Time for Michael yet. Why do I keep doing that? I'll tell you why, because the fucking backwards button is so close to the pause button. Go back to where I get the equipment, goddammit. That's too far. Go back to the equipment. I can't skip to the exact spot I want without skipping 3 minutes ahead. See? I gotta go right here so I can show you what I'm doing. I guess we gotta see it again. I'm gonna fucking disable that button because I keep hitting it by mistake. I'm in a hurry. The music might be too loud. Let me just lower it a little bit. Oh no, it's fine. I think it should be balanced. I hope it is. Let me lower it just a little bit more, just to be sure. We can fly up in the sky. One day we may just be able to touch down on the star. I can't sing. I know. All right, so let's try this again. What am I doing now? Okay, so On's equipped. Makoto Steve's her thing. Okay, I did this. I gave Haru the high defense armor. just for this one fight to make sure that she doesn't die. Not that it matters. No, I just didn't want to die, I guess, but it doesn't really matter here. All right, so make sure I'm leading with Gabriel McCullough, and let's go. All right, this boss is annoying. Gonna concentrate. He summons 2 angels. We're gonna use our turn to switch to Black Frost. I mean, not Black Frost, but Black Rider first, and use Ray Kunda. This will make sense in a minute. Now we're gonna have Haru cast my Turakaja. I'm only doing this so I can put Turakaja on. So you can probably use like a muscle belt or something. Not muscle belt, wrong game. Muscle drink or whatever. Now, this. Remember this? Yeah, we got this way back at Kamoshida's palace. This is why we got it. Well, one of the reasons we used one on Kuma too. All right, so we're gonna toss one on the angel, and unless the game really screws you over, you should be fine. Baton pass at MC, and we're gonna use this right here to knock down the other one and damage him in the process. We have Auto Tsukikaja on, so we shouldn't miss her. If you miss her, it's just really bad luck. And at that point, you have to salvage the fight, unfortunately. I guess I'll turn this off now and turn the music back on, I guess. Turn the game audio back on. Let's see here. Alright, so after you knock him down, you want to switch to Titania. Then you want a baton pass to Makoto. The reason for this is, if Makoto gets a showtime here, you will use showtime to kill Uriel, and then you use. Hold up. Okay, as I was saying, if Makoto gets a showtime after the baton pass, the showtime will kill Uriel outright. After that, then you use your charge, my friend, now to kill the 2 bitches here. I didn't get a showtime, unfortunately, so the fight's gonna take a little longer. Oh, I did get one. Okay, I did. Okay. If you don't get a showtime, just mind charge again. He will summon another angel, and then he will attack you. At that point, just use your straw doll, which is why you got it. Well, we have 3 straw dolls left. Use your straw doll to kill the angel, and then baton pass to Makoto and kill him with Fred dying. But we got a showtime, so yeah. Maybe we overdid it. Yeah, no kidding. I don't think you can hear that, but
It's a step forward.
I turned off the game auto there to make sure that Life Will Change doesn't play. Yeah, it's a real shame I have to do this. For those of you who don't know, I'm gonna say it again. There's a guitar cover of somebody singing "Life Will Change." Unfortunately, YouTube is fucking stupid. They don't know the difference between a guitar cover and the original song. The guitar cover is so good that YouTube thinks that it's the original song. So anytime "Life Will Change" plays, that guitar cover copyrights your video. And many people have been sending messages to him telling him to fix it, but he refuses to do it for some reason. Alright, so we're going to do a solo battle with Rafael here. Just lead with Kushinama. You want to lead with Kushinama so that Kushinama gets the experience points. Just Raikuna him and rush him to death and he'll die. Really simple. Just like the original game. Dikaja. Retaliating the body is so damn broken. See, bonus experience points.
I leveled up.
Now the reason why you want to finish it with Kushinama
Range of tactics is expanded.
is so you get this. No ice. We need this. Although Valkyrie has repel ice, I really don't need Valkyrie anymore. when Kushinama has a no ice, which is just as good in this situation. All right, Anna gets concentrate. We're gonna learn this, of course. She doesn't need Darian Ham, so we're just gonna put it right here. The reason why I put Agadan here and concentrate here is so that the two skills are close together, so I can slightly, select them faster and stuff like that. I did the very same thing for Makoto. I made absolutely sure that I had Fred down here and concentrate right there, so that they're close together. So just little minor stuff like that. I mean, I can always just rearrange my spells, of course, but then you got to go to the menu and it's more time lost. So it's only a couple of seconds, but like I said, one time Liv did beat me by 12 seconds, so I'm kind of serious now. All right, just rest past the shadows ahead, straight for Gabriel, and make sure you're still leading with Kushinoma because her first attack is gonna be divine thing. All right, so unfortunately, as I said before, guys, the creators have been watching us speedrun the game, and they fixed everything that we completely abused. This time around, she doesn't take half damage from Divine Judgment, and neither does Michael. Yeah, they fixed it, unfortunately. Alright, so this one boss is the sole reason why I made Valkyrie. Because it's the easiest persona to make that has Repel Ice. And Gabriel, it can be quite frustrating if you don't have this. So, Repel Ice, Makarkon, Ray Kunda, no Bless, and Retaliate the Body, and we got ourselves a dead Gabriel. All you gotta do here, and by the way, make sure that you don't do Ray Kunda first. If you get the first turn, just rush. I want to make sure that she takes this damage without Ray Kunda. I'll explain why in a minute. So my Karn, and she reflects the ice back at herself. Ray Kunda here, and we're gonna sponge the best attack, of course. Starting. We're gonna keep cycling between these moves until she has a smidge of health left, which won't be very long because of retaliating the body. Obviously, you don't need retaliating the body, but it makes the fights faster, and that's what we're aiming for: faster fights. You need it for pancakes, of course, but you don't need it for anybody else, really. But why wouldn't you get this? There's a DLC persona that has triple damage from retaliate, so that's good. That's kind of interesting. All right, so right here, if you do Raikunda first before the first reflect spells, she would die here, and we don't want that because we want to switch to Titania and kill her with Fred dying. We want to kill her with Titania equipped, so that Titania gains all these lovely experience points and jumps to level 60. Alright, so we're going to get Concentrate, of course, and Nuke Amp, of course. And this is where Ryuji learns Charge. He learns it just in time. How about that? We're going to replace this so we can put it right under Megaton Raid. You suck, Morgana. Some runners use some runners give a charge, give a Matori Kaja to a Yusuke, and they use Marie Slashes and charge and Matori Kaja for the final boss. But I gave Matori Kaja to Haru and Makoto at the beginning of the game. So Yusuke is very, very strong, but we're gonna stick to Ryuji for this one. Plus Ryuji has more HP in a way. You don't need my side 9. Haru's actually done for the rest of the run, unfortunately. That fight with Uriel was actually her last fight in the run. Maybe later on in the future, I will cut out the 2 magic mirrors just so I can use her in the fight with her Siegfried. Alright, so important, very, very important. Use your smoke screen, or if you have any spare heat on this, to dodge this shadow. Unless you're really, really, really good, but I wouldn't risk it. Alright, so this is where we're finally going to use the Skull Charm that we bought way back in the middle of the game. Skull Charm gives you a built-in Mudo boost, which is very, very, very nice. And also, I'm gonna give him the Gambler shirt. I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think it is true. This thing gives you luck +5, and that's luck +10 with the glitch. Higher luck gives you a higher chance of landing instant death skills. I think. I'm not 100% sure about that, but we need strong armor anyway at this point. Unfortunately, they nerfed the hit rate of the instant death skills, which is why I'm using this and why I'm using the Muda boost. Cause without this, you will actually find yourself missing these bitches very, very often. Unfortunately. So we're gonna go ahead and lead with Black Rider, and this is where I use that soul food I picked up in Size Palace to make sure that I have plenty of SP for this fight. I didn't want to take a chance. I used my last smoke screen here. I didn't want to risk it. Alright, so just like Gabriel, they fixed the glitch to where he takes half damage from his own attack. But because of retaliating the body, it doesn't matter. We're going to beat this guy the exact same way we beat him in Vanilla. The exact same way. Alright. So this one boss is the reason why we make Black Rider. Look at that damage, 2,000 damage. Yeah, that's what retaliating the body does. Divine Judgment. And there's my Bufadine, see? That's why you want to be immune to ice attacks. I mean, I'll still survive, but you know. Alright, switch to Black Rider now. Just gonna rush him here. My Budan again.
Let's go. Go down.
Kushinama. Raikunda. Charge. Sword Dance. Defend so we don't get fucked over by Atomic Flare if he uses it. Base for Taba. Maziadine. Defend again. No. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch to Black Rider and Rush because it doesn't matter because my Black Rider has the Enduring Soul ability. So I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna get revived because of that. Yeah. Now I'm gonna do Raikunda now. I'm doing Raikunda now so that he's already Raikunda'd after the Mahmudan. So instead of switching to Kushinama, now I'm gonna switch to Titania. And I'm gonna concentrate to make sure I kill him. Because of course I want Titania to get the experience points. Fair dying and good night, Michael. And look at those experience points.
All right. Level up.
All right, Titania. Midaham over Zeodine. I don't know why they gave it Zeodine. Yeah, they nerfed Titania too. In the original game, Titania automatically learns My Fred Dying, but like I said, they nerfed everything that we did in the original game. They replaced it with the Zeodine. In exchange, however, she automatically learns Concentrate, so that's actually nice. That's nice. And I just simply passed My Frailer on to her. You can give her My Fred Dying by doing more fusions, but we don't need My Fred Dying. My Frailer is more than enough with technical damage. What I normally do is I normally switch my skills around and put Concentrate under here on the Fred Dying, but I was in a hurry, so I didn't worry about it.
How should I use this?
You don't use it. Only thing you use is a Memento scan. That's your only job. Don't do anything else. All right, so very, very important. Now we're gonna make sure I take off the skull charm, put this back on because it's very easy to forget to do that. This is very, very important. And now I'm just gonna make sure that everybody is automatically equipped. Oh, wait. Yeah. I forgot. We're gonna release Valkyrie here, and also we're gonna release Black Rider because we don't need them anymore. All right. Now, for those of you who forgot to get the boss undies on for whatever reason, you want to go back to the Velvet Room and you want to fuse Valkyrie with Comaton to make that ugly Mishigumi thing. I don't know. And the only thing you need to give him is Ray Kunda. All right. Now I'm gonna make sure that everybody's equipped for the final boss here. Vest of Life, Lantern Necklace, weapons don't matter. Makoto, Maliet, and like I said, in all honesty, I really should have gave her something stronger, but I just took a risk. Haru's armor, I don't know why I'm looking at that. It doesn't matter. Ryuji's armor and movable shirt, Regan R. Actually, if you have enough money, you can probably buy him something stronger in the shop, but you don't need to really. And Regan pipe, but you already put that on after you bought it. Okay, now we're gonna add on to Makoto, and we're gonna turn around and we're gonna manually add Ryuji. The reason why we do that is so that let me auto heal, damn it. Okay, the reason why we do that is so that Ryuji goes last. And this is actually kind of important. Normally I would go to La Visa and heal here, but I have enough SP to get through the first round, and the rest are fine. So I don't need to waste time healing.
Now then. Okay.
Now for the Holy Grail. Let's just bring this up. Here we go. Guess I'll make it a little bigger so you can see the whole thing. Okay, here we go. I guess I better hide this. Nah, you know the plot. You know the plot, guys. The Igor we've been dealing with is not the real Igor, but you know that. Come on. You knew that. Alright, so. And by the way, Kasumi's picture is going to be up for the rest of the game. The ass. Alrighty, so. Actually, her ass is not that big. They just drew it that way. Alright, so we're going to use that item, this right here. We got 4 of these specifically for this fight. Because we're going to use 1 on the Holy Grail and we're going to use 3 on Yaldabaoth. You're probably wondering why not just have Makoto cast Rakakaja like she normally does. Because Makoto learns a lot of useful stuff. None of them can be replaced by items. But Rakakaja can be replaced by items. So that's why we do that.
Okay.
Gonna toss this first so we don't get one-shotted. Oh. You see it right here. I just highlight it. Concentrate. And we're finally using Ryuji. My turn, Kaja. This dude's been waiting a long time to break loose. He's definitely gonna do it here.
Feels pretty good.
Sensko. Heal up with Titania. Get that full health here, so you don't get one-shotted by the light. I get dying. And Fred dying. So you need to do 450 damage to trigger the stuff here. Arrow light. Iron lives. Fred dying. With the intense focus, nuke amp, nuke boost, mind charge, and so on and so forth, this will automatically trigger the next phase. If you don't get intense focus, it won't do enough damage to trigger it, and we don't want that. Alright, mind charge. Mind charge. And right here, is where I use a bead chain. As you see, I only need a bead or something, but I don't have a bead because I didn't pick up the bead in Kanashira's palace. So this is where I use my bead chain, in case in case Ryuji got shot and then you sent him off, and then he attacks somebody else. You need a bead chain here. So that's why I told you not to use it until now.
Here we go.
I appreciate it. Oh, that's a big help.
'Cause I wanna make sure I start the next fight at full health, of course. All right, Fred died again.
Be a big one.
I get dying,
Let's do this.
and Fred dying, and that should definitely finish him off. If you get bad damage rolls, he might live with a sliver of health, and then you just rush with Yuji at that. He'll be dead. He'll do like 500 damage and chip him off or something. I don't know. Look at all those spin points. Look at all those low spin points.
I leveled up.
Okay, I didn't. Wait. I need to see that again because this is actually kind of important.
Persona.
Can I skip to the victory screen, please?
Persona. I'm
Close enough.
pumped up.
Yeah, something I forgot to talk about because this is actually very, very, very important. Not really. You can make do without it, but it'll be slower. And of course, the speed run I'm trying to get done as fast as possible.
It's going to be a big one. Let's do this. Persona.
I am so happy Makoto has mind charge now. I love it. I am so happy Makoto has concentrate. Thank you, gods. All right, so right there. Okay, that's all I need to see. All right, so even though I haven't used Ryuji since Futawa's Palace, he's at the same level as An is. Isn't that something? That's what experience point scaling does. He jumped from 63 to 64 in one fight because of the bonus thing. Okay, so the levels your party members get here is actually very important for the next fight in the third turn. Since Ryuji and An are the exact same level, well, for starters, it's very important that Makoto is a higher level than Ryuji and An. This is also another reason why I use her pretty much in every battle to make sure that she's higher level than these two. What that does is that's gonna make her act before Makoto. I mean, before Ryuji or An. If An's at the same level as Makoto, An will go first, and we actually don't want that because An doesn't have weak hits against the flunkies. So anyway, since Ryuji is the same level as An, Ryuji will join the battle instead of An because you know Ryuji is like first in line or something like that. I don't know how that works. So when we fight the boss in the third term, it's gonna be Joker, Pancakes, Makoto, and Ryuji, and that's the party I want. I mean, I want to use An because of waifus, but I don't want An and Makoto same level because if that happens, Makoto will go last, and I don't want that. I want Makoto to go third.
I leveled up. Check out this new skill.
You don't need my Zeodime. You don't need my Bufadime. Oh yeah, and also not only does Yusuke not get a element to break, but he doesn't get a boost either. I guess they just want him to be like a straight up physical user and only use elements to baton pass, stuff like that. Alright, so Yaldabaoth here, let's do this. We're gonna fight this guy the same way that we fight him in vanilla. But now that Makoto has Mind Charge and An has Debilitate, we can kill him much faster now. We're actually going to skip 2 phases. Alright, Reikuna with Kushinama. Well, you see it right here. I'll just shut up, highlight the plan here, and turn the music up a little bit.
This should do.
Persona! You're mine.
Persona! I feel so powerful. Persona! Empty the mind.
Whoopin' Persona! Ha! Let's go.
I will say this, however, of course, you might have to change things up a little bit if he like attacks the same person like 3 times in a row and stuff like that. So that's just unfortunate. In that case, I'll probably use someone like 1 turn sooner than I normally would and stuff, you know.
Using it.
Persona! This one! Using this.
Persona! Come. There.
Persona! Take that!
Okay, guys, so this turn right here, don't worry if you get hit by the lust move, because you will still do enough damage. You don't want to break from your pattern.
Oh no! The lust
There.
effect might keep you from moving! Persona! Let's heat things up! Persona blast! Now's our...
However, if you want to be absolutely safe, use your magic up thing on the person that got yeah, if it was the MC, you might want to be safe and use one of your 2 magic up items on the MC, but make sure you save one for later.
Persona! Ravage them!
Get ready! Eat this! Persona! Feel my rage! A surge of gluttony. Persona summoning might take more effort. Persona! A surge of gluttony. I'm pumped up. Persona summoning might take more effort.
Persona! Persona! Go down!
Let's do this! Ha! Persona! No, you gotta listen to me!
Okay, so at this point, you should have done more than enough damage to trigger the super fuck off move. If something horrible goes wrong, like he attacked the same person 3 times in a row and stuff like that, you might have to do another phase. You might have to heal and stuff like that, but you should be fine in all honesty. I never have any trouble here. I've done so much damage. I don't need the other people to charge anymore, really.
The enemy's charging! It's
There.
going to be a big one!
I love it when Titania does the finishing blow. All right, and that is the Yaldabaoth section. So we got a lot of cutscenes coming up after this one, and then we will start the third turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing right here, and we will see you guys later. All right, take it easy. DK out. Thank you for watching.